Sort me out. Good morning, everybody. Wait, isn't quite on the ball there with my music. Good morning and welcome. My name is Ursula Faye. I'm presenting this Earth Reverence Healing Circle on behalf of 1 million meditators, the global community and movement. Wonderful to be here with you all today. Whether you're going to make it live on the call with me this morning, or whether you're accessing this recording later on, it's all good. It's all set up so that you can be a part of what's going on here and assisting to magnify the intentions that we have here for healing Mother Earth and helping, more than healing, supporting her through. She's very wise and knows what she's doing. She's on her own ascension path and journey, as is humanity as a whole at this time. So we're using our time together, our intentions, to amplify those efforts. I have many specific jobs to do, healing codes, light codes, certain information which I anchor into Gaia's grid. It's a very pre-ancient grid. I've been doing this work for a long time, and bringing it to the public arena to try and get some assistance has been relatively new, a bit over a year. So thank you for joining me. If you are new, if you've been around for a while, thanks for sticking in there with me. I hope you also receive something from this work yourselves. I'd like to acknowledge the amount of chaos and confusion and sadness still around in the world. Much is still happening that's difficult to bear and understand. Everyone seems to be going through their own unique traumas, tragedies, working through old things that are coming to the surface, and I'd like to acknowledge that and very much offer compassion and support for it. But for these few moments we're together, we need to just put that aside, just like we're taking a cloak off and letting it fall to the ground for a few moments. We need right now to focus on the hope, the intentions moving forward of the world we really want to see. So we're going to, as I bring through my own energies, if you could focus perhaps on the gratitude you feel of what is going right in your life. Notice that. Focus on any moments of joy, of upliftment, of lightness, of playfulness you can. Be dedicated to spanning the spark of those moments in your life, because these are important. These don't diminish anything that's going on, but it allows us to move through this more quickly, with more grace, to something far easier and far more enjoyable and beneficial for not only humanity, but every single form of life upon the earth and the planet herself. And that's our aim, isn't it? Together to make this world better, bring her through. So bring forward your dreams, your visions, your daydreams of the systems of Earth and how that could work better. Imagine the magnificence of land regenerated, homes built, anew, families and communities coming together and healing in love and in safety and caring for each other. And let's focus on those wonderful things as we slowly come into meditative state to enable the anchoring in of this work. So closing your eyes if you would like to, using your breath to guide yourself back into your body, into the heart space, allowing the head, the mental activity to just, it can be there, we don't have to fight it, but it can gently quieten somewhat. Feel a connection to your heart, feeling that expand, feeling that connection deeply through your feet to the earth below, and your awareness all the way down to her very core, her flowering crystal heart. Feeling that light expanding outwards, feeling her energy travelling up and filling your own heart space. Sending your intentions and your awareness through the crown to the heart of source, and feeling that source energy also connecting to you. So we're creating this beautiful bandwidth of connection, this column of light, which we can tune into always at all times. And sending your love, your intentions to the earth as I bring through, inviting through the violet flame, light of transmutation, through the earth's grid, and the emerald flame of healing, bringing through the diamond white light, the sparkling silver white light of the divine feminine and the golden sparkling light of divine masculine. As I bring through an anchor into this pre-ancient grid, activating, bringing to life much information whose time has come to be online now, sharing and growing, expanding the awareness, the appreciation, the enjoyment, the life force of the entire planet. Bringing to being many ancient codes, many off-planet codes, forms of information brought through the many who stand with us in circle, acknowledging each of you here with me on this call and each of your teams of healing, of guidance, of protection, your ancestors, your angels, your elemental guides, your off-planet and light beings from many realms, realities, and levels. We thank the higher realms for the guidance they provide. Moving through and anchoring many codes, much information guiding our hearts, encouraging us to listen more deeply, to listen through the heart, to feel more deeply through the heart, to see through the eyes of the heart. Being on the lookout, being more aware of what is our heart's true voice and what is noise from outside of us. This may include old habits, old patterns of thought. This may include the well-meaning but misguided influence of our ancestors who are perhaps unwilling to let go of their previous roles, as we ourselves on the earth plane find ourselves in the same position. Let us find the courage, the hope, the wonder, the joyfulness and the willingness to follow our intuition, our more inner, deeper knowing, to expand our awareness of the world and what life on this planet can be, what life as a human being can encompass in its highest form. Welcoming, opening our hearts to higher light, to higher love, bringing in a recalibration energy which will allow us to hold far more of this higher light and to be with it in ways which do not deplete or overwhelm us. Sending love around the planet to each part of the earth which is crying out, which is in pain right now, which is experiencing difficulty, bringing ease, bringing hope, bringing in the new Venusian frequencies that are off-planet, the ancient and pre-ancient frequencies of divine love and the divine feminine, bringing more balance, more freedom, bringing through the sovereignty that the earth requires at this time, that we all wish for, bringing more and more understanding, more and more clarity, more and more abundance, more allowing, more co-creation, more compassion, more strength within our own systems to allow us to be okay with all that is crumbling around us and to find and build a bedrock within, to look within, dear ones, to build from the inside out, to acknowledge with compassion the voices of confusion, but having the strength to keep searching for the true voice, the stronger, the voice which brings you peace, which brings you calm, which brings you a sense of safety, of comfort. This will always be the true voice. If the voices you are hearing bring you dis-ease, discomfort, confusion, they may not be the voice you should be listening to. This may be a sign to just stop for a moment, drop deeper and examine and consider further in a more expanded way, and seek out the path which brings greater peace, for greater peace is required and needed at this time more than ever, bringing us into the era of peace we have been waiting for, hoping for, working very hard in many cases to bring through. This is the time, this is the era, it is happening now. We have been reassured, we receive messages of reassurance, of encouragement, of acknowledgement daily from many sources, and we open our hearts to receive and accept this, to be able to accept within our own selves that is the truth, and to help allow to fall away, to dissolve all the layers of confusion, of deliberate misinformation, of past things, ideas, beliefs, habits, behaviors, things that are no longer relevant or right for us. We are moving rapidly, dear ones, into a new age, a new world, a new era, where we are required to step up, to grow, to receive and accept new levels of understanding, to make space within our nervous systems for more to be sustained during this time within our own matrices, within the matrix of the earth. For we are connected, dear ones, we are part of that matrix. What we do individually matters, it has impact. What the collective does impacts us, what the earth does impacts us greatly, and we in turn affect and impact her. We are symbiotic, co-creative energies and beings, and we are on this journey deliberately together. We have chosen this. We have simply forgotten. We have been encouraged to forget, and we move through now into a time of remembering, of reclaiming our higher nature, the information we chose to bring through with us, the path we chose to follow in this lifetime. We are the way showers, we are the link breakers, we are the change makers, we are warriors of light, and we stand at this precipice which has indeed begun, and we are being required to step out into clean, thin air, which is understandably terrifying and frightening, but also amazing, wondrous and delightful. And we need to hold each other's hands right now, and the hands of all around us, and trust as we step that we are not stepping into thin air, but we are stepping into structures which we ourselves, even as we speak, are weaving into reality, into being, with our every thought, our every word, our every action. And so we must be more and more mindful of all that we do, think and feel. We need to pay attention to our feelings. We need to feel them to completion. We need them to be our signposts, our way showers, not the story we fall into, and not something we put aside and submit to, nor do we sublimate our feelings. We need to truly feel them deeply to completion, and then allow them to be gone. Energy that is ready to be released into its next form, its next purpose. We don't was never supposed to hold on to all of our pain and our trauma. We are to learn our lessons, we are to feel our feelings, and we are to grow through them, creating higher and higher states of being, more expanded states of awareness. More aware, more intrinsically human, more intrinsically ourselves, more authentic ways of being, listening to our hearts, allowing it to become possible in ways that have not been for millennia but which are now coming through and allowing us to be, feel and have far more than ever before. We create our limits at this time. The world is listening to us. We are having an effect on reality, so let us be mindful, let us be in full awareness of what impact we wish to have at this time, dear ones. Let us move forward with grace. Let us draw daily, moment by moment, the new information, the new possibilities coming through as we connect to the Earth's grid, the grid of humanity, of all that is, of every single molecule and being on this planet. We are all connected, the soil, the air, the water, the beings, the plants, the animals. We are not separate from them. We are not here to have dominion over them. We are a part of them, and we must all learn once more to work together to bring through peace and higher levels of relating to each other and to ourselves. As we gently bring our time together here today to an end, I thank you all deeply, bringing through the gratitude of the Earth Mother Gaia and all of the ancient ones, the protectors and guardians of the earth, the elemental masters and the angelic kingdoms that stand with us at this time. Thank you as you gently return your energy, disentangling from the web of connection with the others here today, and gently landing back in your own body, feeling your awareness within, feeling your connection inside your own skin, feeling your feet on the floor, feeling your heart beating in your chest, feeling your awareness behind your own eyes, calling back all parts of you, releasing everything that is not inherently you and yours at this time. Wishing you all great blessings, wondrous unfoldings, hope, light, joy and lightness in your being, in your hearts, in your outward experience and your inner experience. Dear ones, I thank you again so much for your work in life, in your sleep state, in whatever realms you are working. I know we are also busy right now, and thank you for the time you give to these moments that I facilitate. It's greatly appreciated. I hope you're feeling, landing back in your own selves and bodies and lives, and wishing you a beautiful, wonderful day, evening, as you go about. I hope to see you again next week. I hope to see you in March for the next 1 Million Meditators Global Meditation event happening for 48 hours, March 27th and 28th. Keep an eye out for that. Check the 1 Million Meditators Facebook page and community, Instagram and the website. Let's once more come together and help raise the collective experience even more, expanding into greatness. Okay. Thank you all so much. Love you. I love myself. And I love the planet in ever expanding ways.